In today's tech video, we are going to unbox this guy right here. This is the Roku Ultra streaming player. That's today's tech video. Well, hey guys, Juan here. Thanks for stopping by my channel and checking out this video. So today we are going to unbox and set up the Roku Ultra. This is Roku's best streaming player out there that they got a bunch of different options. They have sticks. They got like the Express, the Streaming Stick Plus. But this one here is the Ultra, and it does come with the JBL or I don't know, it comes with headphones right here that connect right into the remote control. But the thing I liked about this one is it does have that HD 4K, the HDR, but this one also has the Dolby Vision Atmos that a lot of the other streaming players that Roku offers doesn't have. This one is Bluetooth compatible. It does have the Apple AirPlay in it. You'll get all your most popular apps that are listed here on the bottom, like your Netflix, your Disney Plus, and ESPN, and so on. On the back side here, it says that it is ultra fast. This is a really speedy streaming player. It pulls up apps really fast compared to some of the lower end ones that they have. It is fully loaded with a lost remote finder, so that'll come in handy whenever you lose a remote control, and you'll be able to locate it. You can add personal shortcut buttons for the one-touch control on the remote control, and then, like I said earlier, you can hook up to have private listening through headphones on the remote. So that's kind of a nice little feature in case you're in a room with somebody else and they don't want to hear the TV. You can hear it by yourself. It's got the voice search and voice controls, live TV without cable. There's a slew of apps that Roku offers to get you that live TV. So let's go ahead and unbox this thing and see what's inside the box. Okay, once you get everything out of the box, this is what it comes with here. You've got your power adapter cable here. They give you an HDMI cable. That's HDMI on both ends to hook into your TV. The other end goes in here. They give you some, it is Duracell OEM batteries. And then this is what the Roku remote looks like. It does have a Netflix button, Disney Plus, Hulu, and Sling. And then 1 and 2 there to customize those buttons. It's kind of a little bit thicker remote compared to the original, or not the original, the normal Roku streaming remote, but that's because it does have that audio input right there that makes it just a little bit thicker. But this is how thick your base is on this. So yeah, it doesn't take up a whole lot of room. On the back side, you got a USB 3.0 HDMI connection and a Ethernet cable in case you want to go direct wired in. And right here is where you plug in your DC adapter. So, okay, I'll go ahead and get this set up on the TV and then show you guys how to get it completely set up. Okay, once you turn on your TV and you go to the right HDMI input, this screen comes up here to get started. You select whatever language that you want it in. It starts to scan for your wireless networks, and then you just select your particular Wi-Fi. After you find your Wi-Fi, go ahead and enter in your Wi-Fi password. Once you enter in your Wi-Fi password, it'll start to look for your wireless connection. And then once it's connected, those check marks will be marked. Then you'll come to this screen here, and then it'll just do an update to get your Roku set up to the latest firmware software. You'll select OK, and then you'll just let it do its thing. Okay, after it updates, it does its little logo jumping video here. Okay, then you'll come to this screen here where it does an auto detect display type, where it just analyzes your HDMI connection to know if you have like a 720 or a 1080 or a 4K TV. So you just click or just hit OK. Okay, it realized that mine was a 1080 resolution. I'll go ahead and click to go automatic. Okay, so now the next step is it'll check your remote, and then you'll just hit OK. It'll ask if music is playing. Music is playing on mine, so I'll say yes, music is playing. And then it detects that the music has stopped, and then you'll just hit OK on yes, that the music has stopped. And if that works, it'll say success, your remote is now set up and paired. Okay, then you'll get to this screen here where you have to activate your Roku player. where you enter in your email address. Now, some people may question, do I have to do this? Can I just use it without entering in any information? The answer is no. You do have to set up a Roku account where you enter in your email address and credit card information. Now, they won't just charge your credit card willy-nilly without ever letting you know. So don't fear that, but you do have to enter one in there to get started. Oh, another quick little tip I noticed on this newer player here, it gives you a remote control battery life signal that pops up periodically. So that's kind of nice. It lets you know how much battery life you have on your batteries. Alright, so then go to this screen here to just enter in your email address and get your Roku account set up, or if you already have one set up, you just log in with your credentials. Okay, next it'll get to a screen where it does ask you to verify your email, so you can just jump over to your smartphone or a computer, click on that email to answer it, and then, for example, I'm on my mobile, I'll go ahead and fill in the rest of the information via my mobile to get the account set up. Okay, once you finish the steps on your mobile, it automatically updates on your TV and it starts to pre-install any apps that you may have selected. Okay, once that's complete, it'll say all done. You just click over and it takes you to your home screen here on your Roku. Okay, then it takes you to your Roku home screen here where you just can click over, and here's all your different apps that you can watch. You'll have to get your account set up if you do have like Netflix or Hulu, Disney Plus. You have to enter in all your credentials. But yeah, this is a Roku. I do like their setup here, their platform. It's very user friendly, easy to learn, just right out of the box. But yeah, this is how you get it all installed. Hopefully this video helped you out. If it was, go ahead and throw a thumbs up on this. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I make tech videos all the time, and I'd love to have you back in the next one. Take care.